following announcement has been paid for by the WZWA Network.
How the fuck are you, everyone? And welcome to the WZWA fucking network, and welcome to my review show here of WWE's 2022 serving of Money in the Bank, bitch. I'm Karlifornia, as you always know. I will always be here for these reviews. Where is Jooseyboy? I don't know. I'm not chasing him up. Bro, if you want to do the reviews, be on the ball. I'm not chasing you up anymore. Okay, boys and girls, thank you for joining us here. I hope you enjoyed the Impact Wrestling review from yesterday that I again did by myself. Here we go, Money in the Bank. First thing I want to say is the kickoff show. To anyone out there, I don't know what human being out there would ever watch the fucking kickoff show. They don't have any matches on there anymore. I mean, wouldn't it be great if they had like an intercontinental title match on there or just something on there? Get some people out there, you know, working on the kickoff show. I just don't understand what the point of the kickoff show is. It's an hour where they sit around a desk and analyze something that's not even real. It blows my mind that anyone would want to sit there and watch this whilst Booker T and JBL are going on about whatever the fuck that they're going on about. Fuck the kickoff show. What a joke. Multi-person ladder matches and me, you all know what I'm like. You all know what I'm like. I hate multi-person matches. I hate multi-person ladder matches. Why? Because they've been done to death. They no longer mean anything. I'm sorry for being a negative little son of a bitch, but that's just how I feel. I also hate the concept of the Money in the Bank briefcase. I liked it when I first started it, but then it got to the point where it no longer meant anything, where you have guys like Otis, nothing against him, winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. Then you got a women's Money in the Bank. You know, there's always has to be two of each now. And that's fine. I don't mind things being equal, but fuck, man. Like, we always have to have two elimination chambers now, two Money in the, you know, it's always going to be that way now. Two Hell in a Cell matches, I think. I don't know. Maybe they only have one this year. Anyway, who gives a shit? Let's kick on with the show. And they started off with the ladder match. Becky Lynch, Asuka, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, not Gonzalez, Rodriguez, Lacey Evans, Shotzi, and Alexa Bliss. I thought to myself, how many fucking people are in this? I thought that was too many, but, you know, maybe I'm just the kind of guy that will complain about anything and everything. I do not like Lacey Evans's new gear. I think it makes her look completely different than how she looked before. I liked the outfit she had before. It was, I don't know, it seemed like it suited the character better. I don't think she should be wearing pink. It's just WWE are so fucking contrived and spick and span. There's no grit about their production at all. You know what the WWE have become? I've been trying to think of a good way to analyze this and say in a way that people can understand. WWE have become Space Jam 2. Thank you. So I wrote down my pick to win this is Liv before the match began. And well, you know, one thing I want to talk about with Raquel Rodriguez, what's the difference? What's the difference between Gonzalez and Rodriguez? They both end with an Ez. They're both cool surnames. They both obviously represent like a family background or whatever, or where she's from. Why did they change it to Rodriguez? I don't understand. They're so weird with the names. And eventually she'll just be called Raquel anyway. So what's the fucking point? The best part of the opening of this matchup, I guess Raquel with the double suplex on two women onto the ladder. That was pretty good. With these matches, shit always happens because they have to set up certain spots at different times. So Raquel grabs a third ladder when there's already 3 in the ring or 2 in the ring at the time. I don't get it, man. There's too many spots that these people have to remember. And it leads to stuff like this. Like, why would you go grab another ladder if there's already 2 in the ring? Just pick up one that's already in the ring. Shotzi ate shit trying to climb the ladder in the corner. That was funny. And then Becky did a leg drop onto everyone who was piled up on the ladder in the corner. That was okay. I remember thinking it's so good to see Alexa Bliss again. I was quite a big fan of hers for some time there. And then they did the thing with her and the Fiend, and that just fucking ruined her for fucking ages. Hopefully they can get her back to where she was before. I really think Raquel could become a major player in women's wrestling if she is utilized correctly. But again, hard to trust WWE to utilize anyone correctly in 2022 when you have a 76-year-old senile son of a bitch running the company. Liv Morgan did this sunset flip powerbomb off the ladder onto Lacey Evans. She did such a great job for that, to be able to get from the top of the ladder, skip past Raquel Rodriguez, and manage to catch Lacey Evans for that sunset flip bomb. And then fucking Lacey held onto the ladder too long, and it fucking ruined the bump. I thought Shotzi was having an off day, to be honest with you. I thought she was a little clunky in this match. But, I also wrote it would be cool if Shotzi won this because it would be something different. Because if Becky fucking Lynch won this fucking match, I was not going to be impressed. I'm so sick of seeing the same people up there. Just anyone else, please. The senton onto the ladder by Shotzi, that looked like it fucking hurt. I thought the match went on too long, but they always do now. It's so funny. WWE pay-per-views are 3 hours like they were back in 1998, 99, back in those days. But like they have like 7 matches in 3 hours on a pay-per-view because they plod along so fucking much between the matches. And they give the matches too much time as far as I'm concerned. Like, I'll get to that a little bit later. So Becky climbs the ladder on the outside of the ring. There's no one in the ring. She climbs the ladder to do this fucking leg drop off the top of the ladder onto Asuka, who is on a ladder as well, which is wedged on the fucking announcer's table and the ring apron, right? She does a leg drop. She fucking overshoots it, and her ass hits Asuka, and they both fucking hit the floor. Then also, "This is awesome" chant. That whole time, Becky could have just ran into the ring, set up a ladder, and grabbed the fucking briefcase. But she wasted it. I hate shit like that. The point of the match is to climb the ladder. Yes, I know you got to do these fancy fucking things, but there's got to be a way that you can do it where it doesn't come across contrived. Thank you. There was a spot where, they grab all the ladders, they set them all up in the ring, they're all climbing it, very contrived and fake. I'm sorry, I guess I'm in a bad mood today. Liv needs to work on her punches sometimes, but as I wrote that down, she managed to pick up the win and win the women's Money in the Bank briefcase. And I wrote down, you know what? I knew she was going to win because during her entrance, she looked a little bit emotional. So that's something they got to fucking be on the ball with. If you don't want to give things away to the smart fan, I guess that's what I am, right? I knew there. And then I'll talk about it later on when she cashes in. There's a Cody promo, which helps hype the men's Money in the Bank match and also the potential. I'm just stammering over my words here today. The potential continuation of his feud with Seth freaking Rollins. But I did like the package. There's another package on Bobby feuding with Austin Theory. And this will be the last time I mention a package because from this point on, between the matches, I just kept fucking skim, get to the next match because this shit takes too long to get through. So this feud appears to be built on the fact that they squirted baby oil in each other's eyes or whatever. I didn't pay too much attention to the package. because I saw them shooting baby oil into each other's face, and I thought, I'm not wasting my time watching this shit. And this is nothing against WWE Creative. I am sure there's a lot of people there working hard, trying to come up with some good ideas that you unfortunately have to filter through a 76-year-old man who doesn't know what cool is anymore. I wouldn't filter any fucking sort of fucking creative ideas through any 76-year-old. I'm not an ageist, but I just don't think by that point in people's lives that they're as sharp creatively as they were when they were in their 40s or 30s. Anyway, back to the match. I think Theory is a terrible name on its own. Like making his way to the ring, Theory. That sounds weird. So the US title is being defended, and it's good to see that it has been defended in the last couple of pay-per-views. I just feel bad for the Intercontinental Championship. Haven't seen that for fucking ages, bro. I don't watch the weekly show, and I never will. Commentary is very annoying sometimes. Everyone seems to be like just stepping all over one another. There was a spot where Bobby smacked Austin Theory's head into the ring post, and I just wrote, it's not actually a ring post anymore. It's a fucking television. Theory super kicking Bobby from the ring apron whilst Bobby was like on the turnbuckles, and he didn't even touch him. Maybe slightly grazed him, and Bobby sold it. And I yelled out, come on, man. Come on. Fuck. Pivot. If something doesn't quite hit, don't fucking sell it, bro. Why am I telling you this? Why am I saying this? I'm the mark. I'm the mark. But I also used to wrestle. So I'm allowed to fucking critique the actual wrestling. Fuck you. Other than this was actually a good match. That was just one thing that annoyed me. It kicked into high gear. But here comes another complaint about Theory. He's on the ring apron. He jumps through the ring apron, does a roll, and then when he gets up, he does a drop kick. Let me say that again. He's on the ring apron. He jumps through the ropes. He does a roll. He gets up, and then he does a drop kick. What the fuck is the point of the roll? What is the point of the roll? Why do we keep seeing shit like this? Yes, it looks fancy schmancy, but fucking hell, there's no point to it. It does not help you. It does not help that drop kick be any more devastating than it would be if you just got in the ring and drop kicked him. Like if you did a springboard drop kick, okay, you're being propelled, but doing a roll and then jumping up, fuck, man. You got to be fucking kidding me sometimes. I'm getting worked up over stupid shit. Anyway, Bobby wins. Lovely. Because, he needs to win something because, he's not getting a world title shot anytime soon because no one is, because the fucking champ isn't going to be on the show defending the belt. I don't know what's going on with Reigns. I wish they would fucking tell us what's going on. If he's injured, if he's going through some shit right now, I think it might be nice to know. But then again, if he is going through shit, I just don't know if the best thing to do would be keep him off these pay-per-views. I think he needs to be on all these pay-per-views. I think Lesnar needs to be on all these pay-per-views. Open up your fucking checkbooks. Because this Money in the Bank pay-per-view probably could have been in one of those big stadiums if you put Lesnar and you put Reigns on the card against some people, whoever the fuck. Anyway, let's move forward. Raw Women's title. Carmella takes on Bianca Belair. Carmella comes out with a shrub on her back. Carmella was hot. Dates Corey Graves. I can still see that she's an attractive woman, but I'm not as attracted to her anymore because of that. Another comment I want to make. DraftKings is fucking everywhere. Everywhere. What the fuck is with this shit? I wasn't really interested in this match because at foregone conclusion, I knew who was winning ahead of time. Another complaint. Oh, man, I'm really in a bad mood today. Too many women's matches include an entrance where they're fucking dancing. Like, I get it. I get it. This is for kids. I need to understand that. But you're about to fight someone and they're fucking dancing and smiling and get a fucking grip. To compare Jade Cargill to Bianca Belair is ridiculous. Whilst Jade is quite the specimen, very strong, very muscular, has great fitness. She is not an athlete in comparison. Bianca Belair, there is no one like this woman. She is an athlete of the highest regard. If Bianca Belair went to try and play professional basketball tomorrow, I bet you she'd end up in the WNBA. If she wanted to go on the PGA Ladies Tour, I reckon she probably could do it. I reckon that woman could do anything she wants athletically. Jade Cargill, on the other hand, though, I don't see her as an athlete. I just see her as a very fit woman. And that's not just, I'm not just picking on Jade for the sake of it. I'm just picking on people that want to compare the two. Like, okay. So yeah, I wrote this match feels pointless. I didn't write any other notes because I didn't care enough. I just liked the KOD being hit after she got slapped by Carmella. And I wrote, it would be good for once if something exciting happened. Hey, oh man. Bianca retains. Carmella attacks after the match, but that did not feel like it was realistic whatsoever that Carmella could lay a beat down on anyone. Look at the size of her. Come on. Come on. Logan Paul is signed with WWE. I don't know if he knows what he's getting himself into. I don't know if he's going to be wrestling full time. But bro, it was fun for Mania. Good luck being full time. Good luck. Because it's going to get old real quick. There's a backstage segment. And then this is when I realized, okay, from here on, I'm not watching any more backstage shit because it's all pointless crap. Alexa Bliss is talking to the doll in her locker room. And then she pulls out the WWE Visa card. Oh, you went to buy this stuff with the WWE Visa card? Like, the company, it's like Wayne's World. Wayne's World, right there. You see the scene where it's like, you know, I would never, ever sell out to promotional sponsorships. I'm not that kind of guy. You know what I mean? I would never, ever come on this show and be like, Fiji water is the tastiest water, the most refreshing water that I've ever had. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you for wasting my fucking time, WWE. Not in a good mood, bro. Okay, here we go. Let's waste yours and my time even longer. Undisputed tag team titles. Thank you. Thank you. My wish came true. There's only one set of tag titles. Thank you. I didn't know who was facing the Usos in this match. And as the Usos were in the ring, I started typing. Please don't tell me they're against. And as I typed the word against, the Street Profits theme song hit. And I just wrote down in capital letters, get some more tag teams for fuck's sake. We need some fresh fucking teams that stick together for 3-4 years. None of this bullshit. Throwing people together or bringing in a tag team that fucking put in the hard yards in NXT for fucking years or whatever. You bring them up to the main roster and then within a few weeks you split them up or you fuck the whole thing up. Like, come on, man. You got NXT 2.0 now. You don't have any excuse. You can't keep bringing, like, what happened to fucking Imperium? I get Gunter is on the main roster now. He's the Intercontinental Champion. Why aren't the fucking two other guys that were with him in NXT, why aren't they still the tag team? Why have they left? I think it's Fabian in NXT 2.0. I don't understand. I don't understand. You need more tag teams. It wouldn't fucking hurt. Like, is Shelton and Cedric still a thing? Fuck you. It's fucking not, it's not that hard, man. It's not that hard. Think. Vince, think a little. They plod along so much with the entrances and then the fucking the ring announcer announcing the combatants in the match. Fuck. I also wrote down, do the Usos ever get bored? Because I'd get bored. I'd get bored being a tag team for this whole time. I'd get bored wrestling the same teams over and over again. I would get fucking bored. What is with the Street Profits doing the suck it thing? What is going on? Am I insane? Leave a comment if you've made it this far. Am I insane in thinking that it's annoying that Kevin Owens does the stunner, the Street Profits are doing the fucking crotch chop? Enough of this already. Leave that stuff in the past and come up with your own shtick. Jesus Christ. This is a great match, but I've seen it a million fucking times, bro. Montez Ford, you need to work on your facial expressions when you're selling. Why do we need these matches to go so long? The Doomsday Blockbuster, that was fucking sick. You brought me back in a little bit. The crotch dropping from the Street Profits continued. It's like, okay, do it a couple times, not like 5 or 6. It was an impressive match. They're both teams are working really hard. I just don't care. Montez with the dive over the fucking ring post. That was mental. And that brought me back in a little bit. Then there was a frog splash. And the Uso that stopped the pin. After that, it was like the fans had a fucking heart attack. So, look, they got the crowd. And it's probably the best match of the show. The finish was a tad clunky, but it was good. I just don't want to see the two teams wrestle one another again. It's enough already. We need some fresh faces in there, some fresh teams. We need something that's fucking good. You know, it can't just be the same teams over and over again. Ronda defends the Smackdown Women's Championship against Natalya, and it was nearly 14 minutes between the last match ending and this match beginning. 14 minutes. Thank God I downloaded this after the fact and I could skip through all this shit. But fucking hell, man, talk about plodding along. Unbelievable. No wonder they only have like 7 matches in every pay-per-view. My next question, does anybody believe that Natalya or Carmella were going to possibly win their title matches? Did anyone possibly think that there was any way? So I was disinterested in this as well, even though I like Ronda and I like Natalya. I also wrote, who would buy this pay-per-view? Oh man, I can't wait for this pay. Who would? I can't imagine anyone out there being like this. I can't wait for Money in the Bank guy. Like, I just can't imagine anyone being like that. It was okay, but also a little bit clunky and boring. I just want to say this as well. The Piper's Pit is a fucking terrible move. Ronda locked in the sharpshooter, which looked kind of decent. She locked it in better than a whole bunch of people on the AEW pay-per-view. The finish was okay. Little anticlimactic, and I just wrote, whatever, man. Liv comes running out. And I said, oh, no, if she's trying to cash in now, I bet she loses. There's no way. There's no way they're having Liv beat Ronda Rousey for the belt. And then she got caught in this ankle lock. And I thought if she loses this, that's fucked. That's a massive burial to the match, to her winning it, to the concept. If you have her fail immediately, that is a bad idea. But anyway, Liv managed to roll up Ronda. She wins the title. And I wrote, holy shit, good for her, man. Like, it clearly meant a lot to her. And obviously she knew going in that this was going to happen. That's why she was so emotional during her entrance, during the Money in the Bank match, because she knew later on she was actually going to become the SmackDown Women's Champion. Congratulations, Liv. I love you. Good on you, mate. Right. Let's move into the main event. It's the men's Money in the fucking Bank ladder match for the Money in the Bank briefcase. Madcap Moss, Omos, Riddle, Seth freaking Rollins, Sami Zayn, Sheamus, you need to take a hike, pal, and Drew fucking McIntyre from fucking Scotland. Pat McAfee is a moron. I just want to say that. Sometimes on commentary, some of the shit he says, the way he says it, that's what makes him sound like a moron. Adam Pearce comes out before the match begins. Theory gets thrown in the match. And I wrote, get fucked, cunt. What the fuck is that shit about? Yay, now we know who's winning the match. Now we know he's winning. I knew he was going to win. I wanted Omos to win because that would be something interesting to me. And anyone out there who doesn't like Omos or thinks he's shit, fuck you now. Not later, now. Right. Yeah, Omos was dominating early. Pat screaming like, look at those specimen! Like the way he says it, like, do you have to deliver the line like you've had a shot of Novocaine in your fucking mouth, bro? Jesus. I love Theory getting worn out by Drew and Sheamus. Another question I have, which deviates from the match, why is it that Reigns could work a match on SmackDown a few weeks ago, but he can't work the Money in the Bank pay-per-view? I just don't understand it. I don't know what the fuck this company's doing, but I just would love to know what the situation with Reigns is and why we have to wait all this time for a title defense. Why he can't be on this show right now. What is going on? There is something happening. Right. Anyway, finally something impressive did happen. There was a powerbomb on the ladder. And poor Sami Zayn was the one that took that hellacious bump. I wrote ladder matches mean nothing. Good God. The mood I was in. Riddle with the floating bro off the top of the ladder. Very nice. And I wrote, I no longer hate Riddle, by the way. I used to dislike him greatly a long time ago, but I've come around on him now. The moment of the show, I mean, aside from Liv winning the title, the moment of the show for me was Omos going through the table, but being picked up by the 7 other guys, and they all launched him through the ring, not the ring announcer's table, the commentator's table at ringside there. That was fucking wicked. I laughed so hard when I saw that happen. Butch comes out to help Sheamus. There was some good suspense at the end, I suppose. I thought for a second maybe Seth Rollins might walk away with this one. RKO by Riddle on Rollins was a fucking pretty hectic bump, so props to them both on that one. Theory wins the Money in the Bank briefcase. Oh, congratulations to him. There you have it, everybody. My review show here on the WZWA fucking network of WWE Money in the Bank 2022. I'm going to give this pay-per-view a 5 out of 10. Middle of the road. Look, I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it either. So the only 2 things on this show that I really had time for was Omos going through the announcer table and seeing Liv Morgan win the championship, and also Lashley, you know. So there are a few things that were good, but like whatever. 5 out of 10. Hopefully they can improve on this next time. Thank all of you out there for checking out my review here of WWE Motherfucking Money in the Bank 2022. I'm Karlifornia, and I will see you down the fucking road.
WZWA Network, that's the way we play. Good God Almighty. WZWA Network, that's the way we play. Get puppies. WZWA Network, that's the way we like it.
The following announcement has been paid for by the WZWA Network.